Hey YouTube, Island Homesteader here. It's been a couple of weeks since the last update, so it's been about time for one, but there really hadn't been much to update. I'm sure most everybody's been kind of the same way. They've experienced these cool temperatures we've had after that warm streak, and things just hadn't been growing, but now things have started, and I've added a bunch of stuff to the garden, but then the doggone wind has just been blowing so hard around here the last several days. It's blowing good right now. It's April 17th. It's 10:30 in the morning. It's like 74 degrees, 75 degrees, and the wind's blowing 15 to 20 right now, but that's been about as calm as it's been for, I don't know, the last 4 or 5 days. It's been blowing 20, 25 miles an hour here, so it's been a little difficult to come out here and film. Hopefully it's not blowing so bad today that you can't hear me. Start out today with I don't know if I'd call it a shout out, but a hello anyway. A couple weeks ago, somebody, I won't say who, kind of spilled the beans that I had started these YouTube videos and had started a channel, and that started a pretty fervent search by some of the guys in our church. Some of the youth group, the kids, the teenagers, they were looking, and some of the adults had spent hours on here, I think, trying to find me until they finally did. So hello you guys, welcome. I hope you guys have enjoyed so far what you've seen and what's to come. So anyway, like I said, there's been some changes in the garden, so let's get down there and get a look at what's going on. Alright, let's start out here looking at the potatoes. These things have done just fantastic. You can see some really nice growth in there. I've already unrolled this bag once, I think, and piled the dirt up. But that brings a question. Maybe somebody can help me. I read on somebody else's channel yesterday, I think, that Yukon Gold potatoes aren't the hilling kind of potatoes, that they set all their potatoes at one time in one place in the root zone, so there's no point in hilling them, and that's what I've got in these 2 bags is Yukon Gold. So maybe somebody can help me out there if they've raised Yukon Gold in the bags or in some other kind of container that they've hilled them. Did it make a difference? So I'm going to go ahead and do it, I guess, this year, but you know, I'd hate to waste all the time and the whole bag of that expensive soil that I bought, you know, filling these bags up if it's not going to make any difference. I've done it once already, and it's, as you can see, it's time to do it again. So I'm going to probably go ahead today and unroll this bag up a little bit and fill these things up, you know, to just a couple inches of growth on top. But if anyone's got any ideas or opinions on the Yukon Golds, I'd love to hear it. So let's get a look over here at what's going on. I'm going to try to keep some of this wind at my back. The onions and garlic's not doing as good as I was hoping it would. Maybe it's just a slow starter, but the onions are growing. This is the white sweet, the Walla Wallas, I think, and the reds growing along the back over there. The chard's coming up. It's kind of slow. Some of it's a little bigger than others. Carrots, there's been good news and bad news here in the garden, and carrots have been one of the bad news. I planted the 2 different kinds, the Danvers and the red cord Chantenay or Chantenay, and I'm not sure which is which. I didn't look at my guide before I came out here today, but the one in these 2 have done pretty good. Out of the 16 holes that I planted in that one, 15 of them have come up really good, and it looks like 14 in this one. But this one here, it looks like maybe 3 have come up, and this one here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so you know, less than half in that one. So I know some people have been having problems with germination this year. Homestead Acres, I just watched them last night, the latest one that she put up, and she said they've had some real problems with germination. So I'm not sure if that's what's going on here, or if it was just a seed. And then over in this row is the celery, and both of the squares I planted, I haven't seen the first sprout yet. And remember, these things were planted a month ago. It was St. Patty's weekend when I planted this box, and I don't see a sprout. So I'm probably going to reseed and try again and see if that makes any difference. The spinach is kind of the same story. One variety's done good over there. This is a month old, you know, and we're not seeing a whole lot there, but one variety's done good and the other variety hasn't done as well. I'm going to stick some more seeds in here. Now that it's warmed up and looks like it's going to stay warm, I'm going to go ahead and try reseeding and see if we can get some stuff to come up. The rutabagas have just done wonderfully. They're growing great. They look good, nice and green, great color to them, you know, great shape. The leaves are all beautiful, looking perfect. I've miracle growed this garden once and compost teed it once, and I'm going to tell you what, compost tea, if you haven't tried it, you need to look at some videos, figure out how to make compost tea and try it. Because when I did the miracle grow, within a few days, you know, I saw some growth, but when I did the compost tea, man, this garden came to life after the compost tea. Just that one application has made me a believer. And I'm going to be, if I can get the good compost, I haven't started composting myself yet, so if I can get something to make the tea with, some good active compost, I'm going to be doing that all year long. As a matter of fact, I'm getting ready to make another bucket here within the next couple of days, and I'll probably make a video of that. But this garden just sprang to life after the compost tea, so like I said, I'm a true believer in that. So moving on, this is that butter crunch lettuce, and we actually last night picked the first leaves and tried it on some turkey burgers that I cooked out on the grill, and this is great lettuce. It's not bitter at all. It's real soft, real buttery tasting. It was really good. I really enjoyed it. Red Sales is coming along. I don't know if this is going to make a difference, but one of my peeves kind of is I hate thinning seeds after I've started them. It just seems to me almost like a sacrilege that you go to all the trouble to stick those seeds in the ground and then they come up, and then you got to pull some of them out and kill them. It just, to me, it just doesn't make a lot of sense, so I have a problem doing it. So I'm going to try to grow this in a cluster. I'm going to pick it for leaves anyway. I mean, if it's Red Sales, it doesn't head, you know, you're just getting it for leaves. I'm going to try just letting it grow in a cluster and see how it does. The black seeded Simpsons the same way. Good germination, everything's up, you know, we got nice clusters. I obviously put way too many seeds in each hole. There's probably, I don't know, 10 plants coming out of that one hole right there, but I'm just going to let it grow as a cluster and see what happens. This is the mesclun mix. I'm going to do the same thing. This one right here, it's there's not much of a mix. It's all whatever this red leaf is coming up. Over here I do see some differences. I know there's some mustard and stuff mixed in mesclun, so we'll see how that comes up. The beets, I did thin them. Obviously I know with a root crop you just need one growing at a time, so I just thinned those this morning. And again, there's the two varieties. I don't remember which is which. I haven't looked it up, but they're all doing pretty good. The radishes have done great. As a matter of fact, it might be this one right here. I don't know if you can see that or not. Maybe getting big enough to pick. These are the cherry bombs, or cherry bells, and this is those watermelon. I haven't dug down in there to look at those yet to see how they're doing. The bunching onions, they're doing, you know, coming along. Broccoli plants look really good, nice and green, great growth. No pest problems yet that I can see. Cabbage doing the same. A couple of holes in the cabbage, but I'm not so sure that that's from any kind of bug. I've been looking and I don't see any eggs. I don't see anything crawling, so I don't think that that's really bug damage. I just think it's just some damage to the leaf. So let's keep on going and see what else we've done here.